Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. You're watching iAllegedly, and you get a bonus video today because it's the end of an era. And I'm in Iowa still. Doge River, it's Dodge River, but Doge River uh, Golf Club. And, one thing that happened, I got invited to the Berkshire Hathaway shareholders meeting. And I thought, I am going to go. Thanks for the invite. This could be it. The guy's 94 years old. How many more of these does he have? This is one thing that I have lived, and I've lived it a lot recently, and especially in 2.5 years since my girlfriend passed. And that is, my dad died very young, and 67. And how many summers do you have left? How many Christmases? How many birthdays? How many holidays? How many special events do you have? Opening day in baseball, summers, beach, things like that do you have left? And for Warren Buffett, for him having these meetings, this is the last one. And I got to see it. And that was a real big deal. And Greg Abel was announced. Warren said that Greg should be their CEO. And we'll see if that comes to fruition or not. But wow, 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 wow. And it's weird when you travel, and it's kind of cool. This is the Harrah's Hotel. That's their concert venue. They have all these concerts in the summer with all these different bands and people and stuff. And it was neat to walk out here and check this out. But when you travel and you flip your phone on and do what I do, where you're constantly searching stuff, you get local news. And don't forget, like, subscribe, and email me, hello@iAllegedly, if you want to discuss anything further. But guys, I got to see the guy one last time. Now, did I see him make that announcement? No, I did not. I was out of the room at that time. But I got to see him do this one last time, and you saw that great video of the trade show. But I'm telling you guys this: if you have a company and you own multiple companies and you don't go to the Berkshire Hathaway Summit, I was texting friends and colleagues and people I'm working with saying we could do this with the new gig and everything that we have planned. We could have our own trade show like this and invite everybody out to sell and support the company. And it's just unbelievable how, you get ideas from things. But searching in different states, I'm in Iowa, and you're starting to see all these Midwest, stories come up. And there's one thing that people are polite to me in general. California's fine. It's got its crazy politics. But man, there's something to be said about Midwest hospitality and meeting people and hanging out with people and having lunch with all these different people. It's just been great. I mean, it's just the kindness is unbelievable. So that being said, US Bank is going to close 89 branches. 89 branches. And the thing that was bad about this is that, you have certain states, California is the largest, Idaho is the second largest, where they're going to lose 10 branches. And that may not seem like a lot to you, but it is. It's a huge deal when you lose, 10 branches in one state. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with this. Subway, the sandwich chain, sucks. I hate it. Haven't eaten there in years. I really was trying to figure out when I was reading this story, when was the last time I ate at Subway? And I can't remember. That's how long it's been. So it's a glowing endorsement. For the first time in years, in roughly 20 years, they had growth. They now have less than 20,000 franchisees, which is the first time they've had that in 20 years. They actually lost. They went negative in 2024. Now that's a glowing endorsement. Hey, start a Subway franchise, make money. I'm telling you guys this. Certain franchises are great at making the company money, and they're great at giving you a job. Now, think about this. With the $20 an hour shenanigans and everything that happened, you have a company that went negative by 651 locations. That should tell you everything you need to know about how bad owning a Subway is. And again, these people, owner operator, remember that term, owner operator. You know how great it is to make sandwiches? You know how great it is to have people sit there and go, less mayo. Oh, your tomatoes don't look that fresh today. And have people bitch and complain. I saw a woman tear apart somebody inside of a Chipotle once. Oh, I said chicken, not just a thimble of chicken. Put more chicken on. Put more vegetables on. What do you own the company? It's your vegetables. It's just ripping on this guy over and over and over again, to where I'm telling you, her bowl was as big as a football, and I've never felt bad about. Hey, can you put a little bit more cheese on that? How about some more onions? Never felt bad after seeing what that witch did to this person. I said witch too. You know, uh, there's a cybersecurity breach that exposed all these different people to records, name, address, social security numbers. Oh yeah, that's great. Millions of people. And Houston, the Attorney General in Houston is trying to get after Vera source for that one. So again, guys, I am telling you this right now. You cannot protect yourself enough. Make sure you have your data, protected. Get the VPN. Driverless semis are traveling across Texas. I'm getting all these stories sent to me about this. Man, does that seem like hell? Does that seem so unsafe and so awful on such a grand scale to have, driverless semis? Again, I've driven in Texas. It was about 3.5 years ago when I was out there, and man, you have these patches of land and highway where there is nothing. There's no McDonald's, there's no gas, there's nothing. 4 miles, miles and miles and miles. You know, oh, LA homers, here's insult to injury for the people in Los Angeles. Here you've got all these people that lost their properties because of fire. I don't think I can go any further here. They lost everything because of fire, but what they're going to start doing, and these are in areas, think about this. You don't have a homeowner association, but the city council is going to reprimand people for having plants on their front porch, doormats on their front porches. You're going to live in a concrete jungle that you will not be able to support with any vegetation. Oh, you want a Christmas wreath? No. You want your menorah out? No. That could cause a fire. It could, it just looks like a fire hazard waiting to happen. So they're going to start finding people for this. So blame California. You know, Amazon wants to add 100,000 new jobs and have a new delivery network. And again, certain things are working, certain things are not. Amazon, wants to have 100,000 new jobs, and it's going to, invest $4 billion into the new workforce. Again, I love Amazon. I have stuff. I'm not even at home, but there's going to be stuff delivered to the house right now. And, Rosie's friend that watches her is going to bring my packages in. But thank God for stuff like this. Rosie gets her food and I'll give Rosie her snacks, that type of stuff. So it's going to be interesting to see what survives this. I don't care. I can't go and buy stuff from Home Depot and have it delivered. I've got to pick up the piece of wood. I've got to pick up the plants. Oh, just send me these plants. And I have all these people that send me all these, oh, look at this tree company that you can go out and buy trees online. It sounds great. Oh, that's the name of that tree. That's cool. I would never buy it from them because I'd want to go pick out the tree from the good nursery that I've had success with. Here's the thing. Aetna and Humana have been sued for alleged kickback schemes for Medicare. I am telling you, as I get older and people start talking, hey, eventually you're going to need Medicare and you need, watch what you sign up, Medicare Advantage. I am telling you guys, I have someone that's in hospital security that is a friend of mine, and he has told me, watch what you sign up for, because I see people get the worst care, and they got it because they were sold by a salesman in the insurance industry. Now you find out that Aetna and Humana have been doing kickbacks to the doctors and kickbacks to the sales agents. Push this program and we'll pay you money under the table. Hello, burn in hell, guys. That's what's awful. You get stuff like this, and enough is enough is enough. People need to pay for stuff like this. That's the Missouri River. My cab driver told me that. So, woman kept saying, it was a Mississippi River. It's not. So, oh gosh. This is a wild story. A Sharpsville woman went out and got into a car accident, filed a claim with their insurance. Only problem was, listen to this, she got to an accident 1 hour before she bought the insurance. Literally was at the scene of the accident buying her Progressive insurance and bought it, and is going to face felony charges because of the fact that she went out and in Pennsylvania, the metadata shows what time when you take pictures. Here's the thing, guys. Somebody sends a picture in like a lawsuit and things like that. They have analysts now that can break everything down, and you can be your own little sleuth, where if you get an iPhone, you can just click on it, slide the picture up, and it'll tell you where it was taken. Oh, do you know Dan took that outside the Harris Casino in Iowa? He was there. That's where, hey, he took that picture. Look, click. I mean, it's not difficult to find people, guys, at all right now. Not at all. But this lady, I mean, kind of ingenious trying to get insurance at the last minute, but no, you're not going to get it. Isn't that terrible? So now, not only are they not going to pay the claim for her insurance accident, she's got a felony to deal with for fraud, insurance fraud, which we should have more people that do stuff like this. Warren Buffett kept his speech pretty non-political, but I'm telling you, I met so many great people here, and just had such great advice. I met an accountant who was from my county. She drove here. I had such a difficult time getting here to this event. Flew into Dallas. The plane got stuck in the air for about an hour because Dallas airport got shut down because of a huge thunderstorm. Then when I landed, I got stuck for 3 hours because of the storm, and the entire airport was closed. So finally got to Omaha, and great event, good people. But her and her husband, she used to attend the Berkshire Hathaway shareholders meeting, and was given a share by her father years ago. Now it's 800 grand, guys, a share. And she's 84 years old, and she's telling me stories, but it was just great to talk to somebody who has helped finance her children's college funds and did all this stuff and did some good in the world with this. So I don't think I'd ever come back. I mean, I don't think Greg Abel is going to, do the dance for me where I'd come back to Nebraska to see this. This event is unbelievable. I mean, it really, really is. But the woman that had been here, over a dozen times, telling me how they used to have a steak dinner for all the shareholders that got invited. You'd sign up, and they had limited seats, but the first amount of people that signed up got to go have a steak dinner with their spouse or guest. And then they had a pancake breakfast, closed down a mall, and in the lines in the hallway of the mall, where all the stores were closed, they would feed everybody breakfast. Those two events were canceled this year. And I said, see, that right there would have been giving me the key that this guy was done. And again, Warren Buffett's lost his fastball. Let's face it, he's not pitching in the big game. And you could see him when he was talking that he would definitely, had some issues and ran out a little bit. But what a career. What an amazing thing. Final little thing is the Ninja food, nearly 2 million Ninja food pressure cookers were recalled because after over 100 people suffered fires. So, gosh, guys, imagine you sell 2 million, appliances. Bring them back. Bring them all back because of the fire potential. Wow. Okay? talking about destroying a business. Does anybody have that out there? Because they want it back. They want to give you a refund. Okay, 89.99 times 2 million. Anyways, do the math. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. It's been an amazing trip. It just has. And there's more to come here for a couple more days. And great. I just have really enjoyed this. But man, Midwest hospitality, there's something to say about it. I thought Texas was good. Midwest is 10 times better. People have just been great. Like, subscribe, email me hello@iallegedly.com, and I will see you guys very, very soon.